Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study about mole concept. See, everybody knows that an atom is said to be the smallest particle of matter. Okay, but if we say that if we cannot see the atom, then if anybody asks you, can you calculate the atoms present in a substance? Means if any amount of substance is given to you and somebody asks you how many atoms are present, but we know that it is the smallest particle and it cannot be seen, then how can you calculate it? The answer is by using mole concept. Now, what is mole concept? So before starting the mole concept, we must understand that what is mole. The mole is the quantity of the substance, means it is a fundamental quantity which represents the amount of substance. Okay, amount of substance. For example, by Avogadro law, the scientist Avogadro gave the constant number. This is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. What is this? This number represents the 1 mole of any substance. Means everybody knows that mole is a fundamental quantity out of the 7 fundamental quantities. So how can you say something is equal to 1 mole? If I say that you have 1 mole of oxygen, okay, very important element. So if we have 1 mole of oxygen, that means 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms, because here we are talking about element. But if I say 1 mole of oxygen gas, then it will be equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules, because oxygen gas is represented by O2. Okay, it is the molecule of 2 atoms. That is why it is written here 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. Particles means the smallest particle of any substance. If it is the element, then the smallest particle is atom. If we are talking about any molecule or any compound, then we say the particle as molecules, because the smallest particle of the compound is molecule. Let's take few more examples. Like if I say I give you 1 mole of neon gas, so we know that neon gas is a monoatomic gas. The formula is Ne. So the neon gas would be equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms again, because it is a monoatomic element, or you can say gas also. Let's take few more examples. 1 mole of carbon dioxide or water, because we know both are the compounds. So 1 mole of these compounds would be equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of carbon dioxide or water respectively. Okay, now there is a very important concept of mole concept, that 1 mole of any substance would be equal to the gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. Gram atomic mass is given for any atom and gram molecular mass is given for any molecule. This I will explain in the upcoming part of this video. And 1 mole would be equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles, as we have already studied in the above topic. And it will be also equal to 22.4 liter of volume. This represents volume. So here you can see that 1 mole of any substance, this is the amount of any substance, which can be expressed in the matter of mass, which is given in grams. It can be expressed in the terms of the number of particles, and also it can be explained in the term of volume, that is 22.4 liter. Now there is a very important definition of relating to mole, that is molar mass. What is molar mass? Molar mass is the mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams is called its molar mass. Means if I give you any substance and I say that this is 1 mole substance, then its mass in grams would be called as molar mass. Okay, for example, if we take that 1 mole of carbon, so we know that the carbon is an element and its atomic mass is 12 gram, or you can say atomic mass is 12 unit. which can be expressed in the gram atomic mass as 12 gram. So 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 gram. Here you can see 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 gram. That is the molar mass of 1 mole carbon. Now to understand mole concepts better, we need to understand these terms first, that is atomic mass and molecular mass. What is atomic mass? Let's take definition one by one. Atomic mass is of an element is the average relative mass of an atom of the given element as compared to 1 by 12 the mass of an atom of carbon 12. Carbon 12 is the isotope of carbon. So here you can see that average relative mass. Why? Because it is related with the 1 by 12 of the mass of an atom of carbon. Okay, it is expressed as AMU, that is atomic mass unit. 1 AMU, the value of 1 AMU is 1.66 into 10 to the power 24 grams. Now note very important point that AMU has been replaced by U now, which is called unified mass. So now you don't write AMU, means 1 AMU, or you can write 1 U, that is 1 unified mass, 1 unit. The second term which we are going to study, that is average atomic mass. Okay, because we know that elements are existing in nature in the form of isotopes. So because it is computed on the basis of existence of the isotopes. For example, like you see that carbon has 3 isotopes, carbon 12, carbon 13 and carbon 14, these are present in nature in these percentages. Like carbon 12 is approximately 98%, carbon 13 is approximately 1%, and carbon 14 is approximately 2 into 10 to the power minus 10%. And the average and their atomic masses are 12 unit. Carbon 13 is 13.00335 atomic mass unit, and carbon 14 is 14.00317 atomic mass unit. So if we take the average of these atoms, because carbon can be represented by any of these three, so the average atomic mass of carbon is computed as the 98% of 12 plus 1% approximately of 13 and 2 into 10 to the power minus 10% of 14. When you add all these percentages, you will get the value 12.011 AMU. But for our you can say ease of calculation, we use only the average atomic mass of carbon as 12, okay, by the rounding off process. Now the second important next topic which we are going to study, that is gram atomic mass or gram atoms. What is gram atomic mass? We have studied about atomic mass. So just by adding gram means it is the quantity of an element whose mass in grams is numerically equal to the atomic mass of that element. Means basically you can easily understand that atomic mass when expressed in grams is called gram atomic mass of that atom, or you can say the gram atoms of that element also. For example, the formula for this is number of gram atoms of any element is equal to mass in grams upon gram atomic mass. Okay. Now the next term is the gram molecular mass or molecular mass. So molecular mass, exactly, because we know that molecules are the smallest part of any compound. So molecular mass is the sum of the atoms present in the compound formula. Okay. For example, if we take carbon dioxide, then the atomic mass of carbon plus 2 atoms of oxygen, if we add them together, then we will get the molecular mass of carbon dioxide. And similarly, gram molecular mass, when the molecular mass is expressed in the grams, then we get gram molecular mass of the compound. The last topic is formula mass. This is a very interesting topic because this is just related with the molecular mass only. You can see that formula mass is represented for the ionic compounds, because ionic compounds do not contain discrete molecules as their constituent units. For example, we can understand like carbon dioxide. in the carbon dioxide gas, each molecule would be you can represent by CO2. But in the formula mass, the ionic compounds do not exist in the simple unit. For example, if we say that one for ionic compound is NaCl, okay, where sodium plus and chloride minus ions are present, then you understand this NaCl in the you can say in the solid form do not exist as NaCl. It is existing as the combined, or you can say combination of many NaCl particles together. That is why the formula mass is only representing for ionic compounds, and for the other, you can say molecules or compounds, we have gram molecular mass. Let's take some examples of these terms to understand them better. So let's understand the definitions which I have already explained in the form of, or by using in the numericals. Like if you have to calculate the masses of 2 gram atoms of chlorine and 2 gram molecules of ammonia, you can see it is chlorine is an element and ammonia is a compound. So let's calculate 2 gram atoms of chlorine. We know that gram atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 gram. Basically it is approximately 35.45 gram, but for the ease of calculation we take the things in round off, so 35.5 gram. The formula to calculate the mass in grams is number of gram atoms into gram atomic mass. This formula I have derived from the formula which I have already discussed. This is here. Number of gram atoms is equal to mass in grams upon gram atomic mass. So gram atomic mass will go in multiplication here, and you will get the formula for mass in grams. So number of gram atoms we know in the question, that is 2 grams. 2 multiplied by gram atomic mass, that is 35.5. If you multiply it, you will get your answer as 71 gram. Let's take second part, 2 gram molecules of ammonia. First of all, you must know the formula of ammonia, that is NH3. People get confused with NH4, that is ammonium ion, but this is ammonium ion and ammonia is NH3. So please don't get confused. Now gram molecular mass of ammonia is nitrogen having atomic mass 14. As we have already discussed that in a compound we add all the atomic masses and then we get the gram molecular mass. There are 3 atoms of hydrogen, so 3 into atomic mass of hydrogen, that is 1. So 14 plus 3 ones are 3. 14 plus 3 is equal to 17 grams. Now mass of 2 gram molecules. So mass of 2 gram molecules would be, the formula is number of gram atoms, or you can say the number of gram molecules, that is 2, and into gram molecular mass. The formula, at the place of atomic mass we will get molecular mass. So 2 into 17, that is equal to 34 grams. Let's take one more example. Calculate the gram molecules contained in 0.098 gram of H2SO4. So the mass of H2SO4 substance is given, and they are asking about gram molecular, the gram molecules. So the mass in grams is given 0.098 gram, and we know that gram molecular mass of H2SO4 is 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 into 1, plus atomic mass of sulfur is 32, plus atomic mass of oxygen is 16, 4 atoms, so 16 into 4. When you get the values, then you will get 98 gram. So now the formula, number of gram molecules, that is number of gram atoms, will be at the place of atoms, you will get at the place of here in this formula atoms, you will get molecules now. So number of gram molecules would be equal to mass in gram upon gram molecular mass. This is the formula. Gram mass in grams and gram molecular mass, that is 0.098 upon 98, and you will get your answer 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 as the number of gram molecules of H2SO4. One more example for a compound, that is calculate the molecular mass of glucose molecule. Now for the glucose you must know the formula first. The formula is C6H12O6. Gram molecular mass of glucose is 6 atoms of carbon. Atomic mass of carbon is 12, so 12 into 6, plus 12 atoms of hydrogen. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, so 1 into 12, plus atomic mass of oxygen is 16, and there are 6 atoms, so 16 into 6. When you get all the values, you will get 180 gram, but that is gram molecular mass. The question is asked about the molecular mass, and molecular mass is expressed in unit, so molecular mass would be 180 unit. So these, I hope these numericals would help you in understanding the definitions and the basics of mole concepts easily. Thank you.